and welcome to Oil Painting My Way. My name's Rob. Over the next days, weeks and months, I'm going to be showing you different techniques that I use, different ideas when I'm actually oil painting. Now, I've been oil painting for many years now, and I find that we're not all the same. We all paint in different various ways, and I just thought I'd show you my ideas and my techniques, and hopefully some of you out there may be able to benefit from them and put it into practice, and you'll find that it makes it a little bit easier for you. I mean, we've all got different ideas, as I said, but sometimes they work for one person, sometimes they work for another. I'm not saying my ideas are right, I'm not saying that they're wrong. I just thought I'd let you know, and you can have a look for yourself and decide, and hopefully put them into practice. What I'm actually going to be doing is showing you different types of brushes that I actually use, different types of paints, different types of mediums even. I'm even going to be showing you different types of canvas. This is just basically an old board that I've actually got just for demonstration purposes. But what I'm actually going to be doing, as I say, is just highlighting certain aspects of starting out on a painting, what I actually do when I first start out, how I actually get the outline ready for a canvas, ready for when I'm actually going to start putting the paint onto the canvas, different types of paint mixes that I'm actually using, how I'm actually going to be blending, when I'm actually halfway through the painting and I'm actually putting highlights on, how I define the highlights and how I get things to basically jump out that I personally like when they're sort of like jumping ideas out at you, and you can just stand back and look at the painting and you end up with that smile on your face because you know it's actually worked. Now, we all know painting is not as easy as some people make it. It is a bit sort of anguishing. Sometimes we can start putting that oil paint onto the canvas, and before we know it, we've all started mixing mud, and you just end up with this big messy pool of oil painting that looks a brown mushy colour. So hopefully we're going to be avoiding that, and I'm going to show you some techniques that I use. Don't be frightened with oil painting. It's very forgiving. You can scrape it off, you can go over it again. It's, you know, we all think we're making mistakes, but if you can make a mistake and learn something by it, then obviously that's going to be of some benefit to you. As long as you can actually learn, so that when you go to do a similar type of painting or similar reference point what you were doing before, where it actually went wrong, you can actually remember and then go, well, hang on a minute, I remember that last time. I know what to do to actually avoid that. Now, I've been painting for many years. I never used to actually paint. I've always drawn as a child. I used to love drawing with pencils, coloured crayons, pastels and things like that, but I never actually painted. My father was an excellent painter. He even used to exhibit some of his paintings up in London, in a lot of the galleries up in London. And as a child, I always used to think one day I would love to be able to do that. But as that child, I always thought there's no way I can ever be as good as my father. He's my father after all. So I never even tried to oil paint because I knew deep down that I'd never ever be as good as my father. But years later, I'd grown up, more of an adult, and I just thought one day, why not? Let me actually try it. And lo and behold, the talent was in there, it came out, and you know, I just thought I'd share some of these ideas. As I say, I've been painting for years now, and I enjoy it, I thoroughly enjoy it. So I just thought I'd share some of those ideas. Hopefully some of you will actually like these ideas. It's not going to work for everybody. I'm not saying my ideas are right, I'm not saying they're wrong. I just thought I'd share them with you. Now, as I say, I've got lots of these paints here, what type of tissues I use for sort of clearing up. I've got gessos, all sorts of things, and as I say, I'm going to be starting out showing you different things, even things like if I'm walking along the street and I pick something out which I think would make a good painting, I'll maybe take a photograph of it and I'll make a video on it, and I'll show you why I think that certain aspect, maybe you can change the colour of it, maybe we can alter it. All sorts of things that we come across that are all around us in our everyday life that sometimes we can just take a snapshot of, put it onto canvas and look back at it and think, yeah, that's turned out really well. So hopefully, as I say, if you're interested in following me on my journey and showing these techniques, if you'd like to basically subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications, which is the little bell, and basically that will alert you to the next time I actually put the video up, and then I will hopefully see you in the next video. Okay then, take care, bye bye.